We named the foundation after Vincent Garachari because he was such a giver in his practice. All of his patients loved him, and he would do a lot of things that most people did not even know that he was doing. He would pick up the phone and call in a prescription for someone, and he would pay for it. Or he would bargain with people for what they would be charged for their surgeries. He tried to help in many different ways that I think the community didn't even realize.
There were times that our patients were cancer patients that couldn't afford to pay for their medicine, that could not afford to even pay for their office visits. Those are the people that no one knew that he helped. We would write off bills. We would sometimes even give them a little bit of money so that they could get their medications.
He had many people reaching out to him during his illness, and he was always amazed at the support from the community. And he said many times, people help people, in his journals that he wrote. He passed away in 2003.
The whole idea behind the foundation was to, in Vince's name and sense of giving and caring, to give back to our community.
Vince would have been, he would never have expected to have somebody name a foundation after him. That was not him. He did not go out and advertise what he did. He just loved taking care of people. He loved people, and he would be very honored that we are able to continue something with the foundation, knowing that he is still helping people.
What's so unique about the Garachari Foundation is that it is run by people in our community, helping other people who are dealing and trying to cope with the devastation of a cancer diagnosis.
When you're diagnosed with cancer, so many things change in your life. Physically, there's changes, emotionally, and financially.
What's wonderful about this organization is that it allows the social worker, like myself, and the patient and family to determine what are their real needs. Unfortunately, most people, when they're dealing with cancer, it's not the only thing they have to deal with. They're dealing with maybe many other social and financial issues that come along with the territory of having a life-threatening or life-challenging illness. And many times, the financial burdens are more important or more stressful than the cancer itself. And so this foundation allows people to have peace of mind, to have autonomy, have some sense of control, and some dignity.
The Garachari Foundation can step in and fill in those little gaps that make a big difference to patients and their families at a time when they're having to struggle with the fight against cancer.
I was able to pay my rent. I had no idea if I was going to be able to pay my rent for that month. I was single, I was working as much as I could possibly work during my treatment, but it's really difficult to make ends meet when you're faced with a medical crisis such as cancer.
In 2006, we gave away our first money for the Dr. Garachari Foundation.
When the social worker came in and gave me the information regarding the foundation, and we saw that it was the Vince Garachari Foundation, my mom and I just started crying. I'd known the Garachari since I was a young child.
Pretty amazing that the first recipient is somebody that we actually knew.
And it seemed like now, even in death, Vince was helping me. It was such a blessing.
It is extremely rewarding personally to do something that helps people when they're really at a time of crisis.
I am so blessed to be able to be part of the Garachari Foundation and to reach out to others, knowing that we are making a difference here in our community.
As an oncology clinical social worker in the community, I chose to become very involved with the Garachari Foundation because I saw that it made a huge difference in the lives of the patients that I take care of.
There are plenty of other organizations that meet specific needs for patients and their families fighting cancer, but there's almost always some unmet need, something that's fallen through the cracks. And the Garachari Foundation can step in and help address those issues for patients and their families.
To people who want to donate to this foundation, they need to know that this goes to an individual person within our community and surrounding area to help them during a time when they're going through treatment for cancer. And that's why I think people like this foundation, because they're helping an individual.
With your help, we can continue to do this, however little it is, with a donation, with helping with an event, or even just sending us a little note saying thank you.
In a way, he is still helping other people, even though he's not here.